Hi, everyone. Today is November 26, 2018. My name is Thomas Kim. This is 5th episode about Windows API. In this episode, we will learn about privilege constants and locally unique identifiers.
Hello everyone, my name is Thomas Kim. In this session, we will learn privilege constant and locally unique identifiers. About the privilege, please visit this web page. Also, click this link about privilege constant. In this session, we will learn about what is privilege constants and how to use them. Privilege determines the type of system operation that a user account can perform. An administrator assigns privileges to user and group account. Each user's privileges include those granted to the user and to the groups to which the user belongs. The function that gets and adjusts the privileges in access token use the locally unique identifier type to identify privileges. Use lookup privilege values function to determine LUID on local system that corresponds to a privilege constant. Use lookup privilege name to functions to convert LUID or locally unique ID to its corresponding string constants. The operating system represents a privilege by using the string that follows user right. In description column of the following table, the operating system displays the user rights string in the policy column of the user rights assignment node of the local security settings Microsoft Management Console snap-in. So in this session, we will learn how to use this privilege string constant and how to convert to this display string. And also we will learn how to use locally unique identifier or LUID type. We will learn how to use LUID structure. More specifically, we will use allocate locally unique ID function, this function. We will also learn lookup privilege value function, this function. Also we will learn lookup privilege name function and this function. Finally, we will learn lookup privilege display name function, like this. In Visual Studio 2015, I create a new project, Visual C++ Win32 console application. The project name will be privilege constants. Solution name will be solution. Click OK. Click Finish. We include Windows H, include std lh, include IO stream, pragma comments lib, advanced API 32 lib. Please note that privilege constants are defined as string constant like this, and also LUID or LUID is a structure like this. So here we will first convert privilege constant string to LUID. To do that, we will define operator std wo stream operator std wo stream os constant LUID like this. os LUID has HighPart and LowPart like this. LUID LowPart. Then return OS. I defined operator for LUID. For example, I create an LUID. Now I display this new allocated LUID std wcout LUID. Now run Ctrl F5. Okay, LUID is displayed like this. Now we use allocate locally unique identifier function. More about this function, please read this documentation. Then here, allocate locally unique ID. We have to provide a pointer LUID. Then we display wcout. I will say it 1. So I will change it to 1. LUID 2. We first initialize. I change it to 2. std wcout LUID 2. LUID 2 STD and there. Okay, now Control F5. I fixed. Control F5 once again. Okay, this is LUID. Please note that this is locally unique identifier. Now we use this function again. Allocate locally unique ID LUID 1. Now we display it once again. Control F5. Okay, this is 91955599 91952020. Now let's run it again. Please note that each time we execute, the value changes. Okay, this is unique value. Depending on each time we run this program again, the value changes. 7900. Now we run it again, so the value changes. It's locally unique values. I hope you understand this concept. Now we create a function. I will name it like this: void test LUID. Okay, I changed the function name like this: int main test LUID. Okay, I will disable it. Now we create another function: void test LUID. It should be string W character constant W character T privilege constant. I will say it like this. Please note that privilege constants are string constants in string. These are all privilege constants in string format like this. We have to convert this to LUID or a locally unique identifier. To do that, we create a function LUID get LUID value constant W character T PC. PC means privilege constant LUID we make. Then we will be using this function, lookup privilege value function. Look up privilege value, it should be null, and the name will be PC. Then this is pointer LUID. Then we return LUID like this. Then here I will change it to like this. I will change the function name test string to LUID like this. Then std wc out. Here LUID constants, I will copy this one. This is string constant like this. Get LUID value std and there. Okay. Now I will copy this multiple times. Once, twice. Then I will copy this name, this string constant, paste, and once again copy, paste. Now we test this function. Copy, Control F5. Okay, it works. Now we will do reverse operation. I mean from LUID to string. std w string get privilege string LUID. We need to include string. Please note that you are coding in Unicode. Right click, properties. Please note that we are using Unicode character set. Here we will calculate character size first, WD size. Please note that we will be using this function. And this is character size. Okay, please note that this is not byte size, this is character size. Look up privilege name, it should be null, and LUID, this is null. DW size, please note that this is character size. We calculate character size first. Get last error insufficient buffer. Then it means we failed to get character size. Then std w cout failed to carry character size of the buffer. std and return. We will return null string if this is step 1. Query the character count of the string buffer. This is step 2. Look up privilege name null LUID. We need to allocate buffer here std w string LUID. We have to provide dw size. This is character size. Then we initialize with null character, or we can initialize with any character. Then here we have to provide buffer str0 address. Then here dw size like this std w cout failed to convert to string std and return empty string. If fails, else return str. Okay, now we test this function void test convert to string. We will copy this code. I copied and paste it here. Now I change it to get privilege string. This returns LUID. Then I will copy it multiple times. Save. Then we call this function. Before calling function, I will make a change here like this and here. Okay, then I copy this part, put it here, paste it here. Now let's run it. I have to put here 2 angle bracket, Ctrl F5. Please note that at this point there is one blank space here. Please note that there is one blank space. We will remove this blank space. So here I will change it to -1 like this, Ctrl F5. Okay, it works perfectly. So we converted it back to character string. So this function convert LUID to string. Okay, this is convert privilege character string to LUID. I saved it. Character. Please note that in privilege constant string, this is called privilege constant string, and this is called privilege display name, display string or display name. By using this string, privilege constant string, we can convert it to privilege display name. Now we will use that. We are now using this function, lookup privilege display name. Please refer to this function, std w string get privilege display name. We will get constant w character t. This is PC privilege string. DW word DW size. This is, we will calculate the buffer first. Lookup privilege display name. It should be null. PC. This is privilege constant string. Then it should be null. Then character size DW size. Then we have to provide the language ID DW word lang ID, language ID, lang user default. Then we have to provide language ID. If failed and get last error, not error, insufficient buffer. Then we failed to retrieve std cout, failed to query string buffer size std, and return. We are returning null string. If we fail, look up privilege display name null. This is PC display name buffer. We need to allocate here std w string str dw size. We have to -1. Then we provide any character. This character is actually dummy. str 0 f pointer. Then we provide dw size, then language ID. Okay, std cout failed to retrieve privilege display string std, and return empty string, else return str. Now we test this function. We will copy this part, copy, paste, and I change get privilege display name. I change it like this. Now I change like this once again, and also here I will copy this part, and also I will use this name. Now save. We call this function Control F5. Okay, it works successfully. If we compare this, please note that SC assign primary token privilege. This string display string is replace a process level token, and this SC audit privilege display string is generate security audits. So this function works perfectly. And before I close this session, I need to remind you one thing. This function can also fail. If function fails, it returns 0. So we can fix like this. If this function fails, it means it failed. Okay, then we can display std cout failed to convert privilege string to LUID std and we return empty. Else we can fix like this. Okay, save. This is converting from string a privilege string to display string. We can have another function like this, std w string get. We will overload this function. We will just overload it. Now this time this is LUID. We can simply do like this. We first convert to string get privilege. We use this function from LUID get privilege string. We first get privilege string. We get from LUID we get privilege string. Then we can convert to this function returns this W string. So it returns W string C str. Then we can call this function like this. We can call like this. Then from LUID we can test this function like this. We will copy here once again. Test get privilege display name with LUID. So it gets LUID. This function returns LUID, so we can call this function like this. We close it. And as before, we copy this part, we save it, then we call this function. Please note that this function we convert privilege string to LUID, then using this LUID we call this function to convert to display name. Control F5. Okay, it works successfully. Please note that in this program, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these test functions are for testing purpose. All other functions are for functional. All other functions are useful for our future session. We can use these functions like get LUID value and also get privilege string and get privilege display name. Also get privilege display name. These functions are useful in our future session when we work using privilege on Windows API functions. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.